You sit in economy. I sit in economy too. I don't care about that. But you know what I care about? I care that my mother gets the best doctor if she's sick. I care that my family doesn't suffer. I care that the people I love don't struggle. I care that when someone needs me, I can actually help them. That's why I get rich.
Not for me, for them.
Because being broke makes you useless. And being useless makes your love meaningless. Listen to me carefully. Money isn't about cars. Money isn't about watches. Money isn't about big houses. Money isn't about showing off. Money isn't about impressing people you don't even like. Money is about being useful. When you're broke, you're useless. You watch people you love struggle. You can't help them. You can't protect them. You can't save them. You can't give them what they need. What kind of man is that? Your mother needs an operation. Can you pay for it? Your grandmother dies. Can you give her a proper funeral? Your woman needs protection. Can you provide it? Or do you just sit there and say, I love you while you watch them suffer? Your love means nothing if you can't back it up. Your love means nothing if you can't protect. Your love means nothing if you can't provide. Your love is just empty words. Poor men are useless men. Incompetent men are useless men. Their love doesn't matter. You can say, I love you all day long. You can feel it in your heart. You can mean it with every fiber of your being. But if you can't help when help is needed, those words are empty. If you can't provide when providing is necessary, your love is worthless. You want the woman you love sitting in economy with a bunch of strangers. You want her taking the bus. You want her standing on street corners waiting for rides. You want her going to work with a male boss and male colleagues hitting on her all day. You want to send your woman into the lion's den, where men are constantly trying to get with her. And you sit there saying, well, I don't have enough money, so I guess she just needs to work. What kind of man accepts that? A weak man, a useless man, a man who lacks dedication, a man who lacks motivation. Because you're not motivated, because you're not dedicated, because you don't actually love her enough to do what it takes. If you loved her, you'd work until your hands bleed. If you loved her, you'd do anything to keep her safe. If you loved her, you'd become rich enough to protect her. But you don't. You make excuses. You say you're trying. You say it's hard. Meanwhile, she's out there exposed to danger, exposed to other men, exposed to the world, and you just accept it. You wake up every day. You lack motivation. You lack drive. You lack fire. You say, I want to get rich, but I'm struggling. You say, I'd love to be successful, but I can't find the energy. You know what that tells me. You're scum. You're lazy. You're weak. You don't love your family enough. Because if you love them, you'd do anything. You'd work until your body breaks. You'd learn until your brain hurts. You push until you break through every wall. You'd sacrifice everything, but you don't. You make excuses. You scroll on your phone. You watch Netflix. You play video games. You waste time. You distract yourself, and your family suffers because of it. Your mother can't get the medical care she needs. Your father can't retire. Your future children will grow up broke. Your woman is exposed to danger. All because you're too lazy to get rich. You have a job. Not the job you go to every day, your real job. Your job is to protect. Your job is to provide. Your job is to become capable. Your job is to be useful to the people who depend on you. You can't be weak. You can't be broke. You can't be useless. You can't be incompetent. The universe gave you this job. God gave you this job. Since the beginning of time, men had this job. Wake up, get strong, get capable. Take care of people. If you fail at this, you fail at everything that matters. You can have all the hobbies in the world. You can be funny. You can be nice. You can be kind. But if you can't protect and provide, you're a failure as a man. You know what happens when you finally succeed? People respect you. Women look at you differently. They see a man who can protect. They see a man who can provide. They see a man who is useful. Men respect you. Important men take you seriously. They shake your hand with genuine respect. They listen when you speak. Your family is proud of you. For the first time in your life, they can say, that's my son, with pride. They can point to you as an example. They can rely on you. For the first time in your life, you matter. Not because you're showing off. Not because you're bragging. Not because you're trying to impress anyone. But because you finally became the man you were supposed to be. You became you strong. You became capable. You became someone people can depend on, and people feel it. They feel it in the way you carry yourself. They feel it in the way you speak. They feel it in the way you handle problems. You're no longer a boy pretend to be a man. You're actually a man. I was 16 years old walking to college with my friends. A red Ferrari drove past us. Bright red. Beautiful. Fast. Expensive. I asked my friends, how does that man have 300,000 for a car like that when our families don't even have cars? That moment changed my life. I realized I was living as a second-class citizen. I realized I couldn't live broke anymore. I realized I couldn't accept being at the bottom. I realized I had to change everything. Back then, the world was different. I didn't have the internet like you do. I didn't see private jets on Instagram. I didn't know Monaco existed. I didn't know about yachts. I didn't know about any of that. I was growing up in England, completely flat broke. No money, no opportunities, no examples of wealth. And the first time I saw real money, I knew I couldn't live as a broke person any longer. I knew I had to do whatever it took to get rich. So I did. I worked, I struggled. I failed 100 times. I got knocked down. I got back up. I tried again. I learned. I adapted. I pushed forward. And now I have hundreds of millions of dollars. Not because I'm special. Not because I'm smarter than you. Not because I had connections. Not because I was lucky. But because I want it more than anything else in the world. I wanted it so badly I couldn't sleep. I wanted it so badly I couldn't rest. I wanted it so badly I thought about it every single second. And I got it. Because you always get what you truly want. You say you want to be rich, but you don't. You know how I know. The drug addict gets money every day. He has no job. He has no skills. He has nothing, but he gets money. Why? Because he wants drugs more than anything in the world. He'll do anything to get money for drugs. He'll beg, he'll steal, he'll sell his possessions. He'll work odd jobs. He'll do whatever it takes because he wants it. The prostitute gets money. The scammer gets money. The criminal gets money. Why? Because they want it. You won't do anything to get rich. You won't try new things. You won't take risks. You won't work extra hours. You won't learn new skills. You won't step outside your comfort zone. You won't sacrifice your free time. You won't give up your hobbies. You won't stop watching TV. You just complain. You just make excuses. You just sit there and wish. The truth is simple. You don't want it enough. If you want it, you'd have it. You have the entire world in your hand. You have the internet. You can learn anything for free. You can start any business for almost nothing. You can connect with anyone in the world. You can find customers anywhere. You can sell products globally. Everything you need to get rich is right there in your pocket. People 50 years ago would kill for what you have. They would give anything for the opportunities you have right now. But you don't use it. You use it to watch funny videos. You use it to scroll mindlessly through social media. You use it to watch other people live the life you want. You use it to waste time. You use it to distract yourself from your miserable reality. You have the greatest tool in human history, and you use it like a toy. That's why you're broke. Not because you don't have opportunities. Not because the system is against you. Not because you're unlucky. But because you waste the incredible resources you already have. You think you work hard. You go to your job every day. You show up on time. You do what you're told. You think that's hard work. No, you're lazy. You go to your job because it's easy. You don't have to think. You don't have to create. You don't have to take risks. You don't have to try something new. You just do what you're told. That's not hard work. That's the easy path. That's the path of least resistance. Real hard work is thinking. Real hard work is creating. Real hard work is building something new. Real hard work is taking risks. Real hard work is failing and getting back up. But you won't do that because it's scary. Because you might fail. Because people might judge you. Because it's uncertain. So you stay in your comfortable job. You stay in your comfortable routine. You stay in your comfortable life. And you stay broke. You're so lazy you would rather work for 40 years at a job you hate than spend 5 years building something that could set you free. Think about that. You'd rather guarantee yourself 40 years of slavery than risk 5 years of struggle for freedom. That's how lazy you are. Remember everyone who doubted you. Everyone who said you wouldn't succeed. Everyone who said you'd never amount to anything. Everyone who left you. Everyone who didn't believe in you. Everyone who laughed at your dreams. They were right. They look at you now and think, I'm glad I don't talk to him anymore. I'm glad I left that guy. I knew he was a loser. I knew he'd never make it. And they're right, because you didn't prove them wrong. You became exactly what they said you'd be. You're 25, 30, 35 years old.
No six-pack, no big arms, no money.
No Lamborghini, no success. Nothing. You have exactly what they predicted you'd have. Nothing. Everyone who ever said you were a loser was right. Is that how you want to live? As the person everyone was right to doubt. As the person everyone was right to leave. As the person everyone was right to not believe in. You're the laughing stock of everyone who's ever known you. And you lack motivation somehow. You can't find the energy to change. You can't find the drive to prove them wrong. Let me tell you something about university. It's a trap. It's a scam. It's designed to keep you poor. You go there. You get in debt to the bank. You waste 3, 4, 5 years of your life. You sit in classrooms learning things you can learn on YouTube for free. You pay $50 or $100 and $2 for a piece of paper. And then what? You compete with millions of other people with the same piece of paper. You compete with people from India who will work for half your salary. You compete with people from China who will work for even less. You compete in a globalized economy where your degree means nothing. Meanwhile, you're in debt. You wasted years of your life. You could have been learning real skills. You could have been building a business. You could have been making money. You could have been getting rich, but instead you followed the system that keeps you poor, the system that keeps you in debt, the system that keeps you working for someone else. If you want to be rich, don't go to university. Unless you want to be a doctor, unless you want to be an architect, unless you want to be an engineer, unless it's your genuine passion. But if you want to be rich, university is the worst possible choice. Learn online, learn for free, learn from people who are actually successful. Use your time to make money, not to get a useless degree. You're getting scammed, you're getting tricked, you're getting fooled, and you're too stupid to see it. If you tell me you have a degree and you're in debt, I know you're an idiot. You were scammed and you fell for it. Most people don't want to win. They want to look like they're trying to win. They go to university so they can say, I tried. They get a corporate job so they can say, I'm doing the right thing. They follow the rules, so when they fail, they can say, but I did everything right. They do what society tells them so they can blame society when it doesn't work. They don't actually want to win. They want to look like they're not losing. They want to feel like they tried. They want to have an excuse. Real winners don't follow the rules. Real winners take risks. Real winners fail over and over and keep going. Real winners do whatever it takes. Real winners sacrifice everything. Real winners don't care what people think. But most people aren't real winners. They're pretenders. They're actors playing the role of someone trying to succeed. But they're not actually trying to succeed. They're trying to look like they're trying to succeed. There's a huge difference. Everyone wants things. Do you want to be rich? Sure. Do you want to be fit? Sure. Do you want to be successful? Sure. Do you want a beautiful woman? Sure. Do you want respect? Sure. But wanting means nothing. Everyone wants everything. I want to be a world-class figure skater. If you could snap your fingers and make me one, I'd say yes. Why not? But I don't want it enough to train. I don't want enough to fall on the ice. I don't want enough to practice every day. I don't want enough to sacrifice other things. So I don't really want it. The question isn't, do you want it? The question is, what do you want more than other things? Wanting is a hierarchy. You can only have 3 or 4 things at the top. Everything else doesn't matter. I want to be respected for doing the right thing. I want to be in fantastic physical condition. I want to be very rich. These are my top wants. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about having fun. I don't care about being comfortable. I don't care about relaxing. If fun is in your top 4, you'll never be rich. If comfort is in your top 4, you'll never be successful. If fitting in is in your top 4, you'll never be great. You need to choose your top 3 or 4 wants. Write them down. Focus only on those. Everything else doesn't matter. You might have to cut out that girl who wants all your time. The one who says, you're boring. All you do is work. Work. The one who wants you to go out and party. The one who wants you to waste your time. Do you want her or do you want monumental success? You can't have both. Choose, and choose carefully. Because you only get what you truly want. I wanted money so badly I couldn't breathe. I couldn't live broke. I couldn't accept poverty. I couldn't watch people dumber than me have more money. I couldn't watch people drive Ferraris while I walked. I couldn't accept being told what to do by people less capable than me. I couldn't listen to a boss who was stupider than me. I couldn't listen to an HR department. I couldn't be a wage slave. I needed money. I deserved money. I was going to get money no matter what it took. So I got it. Hundreds of millions of dollars, liquid cash. Not because I'm special, not because I'm a genius, not because I'm talented, but because I wanted it more than anything in the world. I wanted it more than fun. I wanted it more than comfort. I wanted it more than relationships. I wanted it more than approval. I wanted it more than fitting in. I wanted it. And you always get what you truly want. You say you're not motivated. That's a lie. Yes, you are. You're motivated to jerk off. You do that whenever you want. You never lack motivation for that. You're motivated to watch TV. You do that whenever you want. You never lack motivation for that. You're motivated to scroll on your phone. You do that for hours every day. You never lack motivation for that. You're motivated to eat junk food. You do that constantly. You never lack motivation for that. You're motivated just for the wrong things. You're motivated for things that feel good in the moment. You're motivated for things that are easy. You're motivated for things that don't require effort. But you're not motivated for things that are hard. You're not motivated for things that require sacrifice. You're not motivated for things that will actually improve your life. Change what you want. And motivation appears. Make yourself want other things. Reprogram your brain. Change your priorities. Choose your top 4 wants. Make sure those are the right things. Things that will actually make your life better. And watch as motivation magically appears. You feel depressed. Let me tell you what depression really is. Depression is motivation that you didn't act on. It's that simple. You see something you want. You feel motivated to go get it. Then you don't do anything about it. You distract yourself. You watch Netflix. You play games. You scroll. You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. That motivation doesn't go away. It sits there. It festers. It turns bad. Like milk that sits too long in the fridge, it becomes depression. If you look at something and don't want it, you won't feel depressed. If you don't believe you deserve a better life, you won't feel depressed about having a bad life. But if you look at that life and believe you want it, you have 2 choices: go get it or end up depressed. The cure is simple. Act on your motivation immediately. The second you feel motivated, move. Do something. Take action. Start right now. Don't wait. Don't delay. Don't distract yourself. Don't tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Start now. Because if you don't, that motivation dies and you feel terrible. Not only does delaying ensure you fail, not only does it ensure you stay broke, but it ensures you feel depressed a few days later. I train every single day. No rest days, ever. People say you need rest days for muscles to grow. I don't care. I train every day to teach myself discipline, even when I don't want to, even when I'm tired, even when I'm busy, even when I'm traveling, even when I'm injured, even when I'm sick. I train because I'm not going to the gym for my muscles. I'm going to the gym to teach myself a lesson. I'm teaching myself that I don't quit. I'm teaching myself that I do what needs to be done. I'm teaching myself that pain doesn't stop me. I'm teaching myself that discomfort doesn't stop me. I'm teaching myself that I'm in control. That's why I have everything I want. Not because I'm talented, not because I'm lucky, not because I'm special, but because I don't quit, because I show up every single day, because I do what I say I'm going to do. When I was in jail, I did 1,000 push-ups every day. Every single day. In a cell, with no equipment, with no motivation, with no hope. I still did 1,000 push-ups. That's discipline. And you wonder why I have everything I've ever wanted. It's actually fantastically easy. You just have to do things. You just have to keep your promises to yourself. You just have to show up every single day. When something feels hard, get excited. When something feels like a grind, get excited. When something feels boring, get excited. When something feels like it's never going to work, get excited. Because that means it works. Easy things don't create change. Fun things don't create success. Comfortable things don't create growth. Hard things do. The things that feel difficult are the things that transform you. The things that feel boring are the things that build discipline. The things that feel like a grind are the things that create wealth. So when you feel resistance, push harder. When you feel like quitting, keep going. That's where the magic happens. That's where boys become men. You want the easy way. You want the secret trick. You want the magic formula. You want the hack. You want someone to hand you success. There isn't one. The formula is simple work every day. No excuses. No shortcuts. No magic tricks. Just work. Stop scrolling looking for the secret. Stop watching videos looking for the answer. Stop reading books looking for the formula. The formula is work. Get up. Do the work. Build the life you want. It's not complicated. It's not mysterious. It's not hidden. You just have to actually do it. But you won't. Because you're lazy. Because you want it to be easy. Because you want someone else to do it for you. The things that feel like they're never going to work, those are the things that work. The slow grind. The boring repetition. The daily effort that feels like it's going nowhere. The work that doesn't show results for months. That's what creates massive success. Not the exciting moment, not the breakthrough, not the lucky break, not the viral video. Just showing up every day and doing the work. Just being consistent, just being disciplined. Just being patient. The tortoise beats the hare. Every single time you have two paths in front of you. Path one, keep making excuses. Keep being lazy. Keep being weak. Keep scrolling. Keep watching Netflix. Keep playing games. Keep wasting time. Stay broke. Stay useless. Stay weak. Let everyone who doubted you be right. Live as a nobody. D as a nobody. Path 20, decide today that you're done being weak. Work every single day. Learn every single day. Build every single day. Sacrifice everything. Give up comfort. Give up fun. Give up distractions. Become the man you're supposed to be. Become useful. Become strong. Become capable. Make everyone who doubted you regret it. Which path do you choose? Don't tell me, show me. Because your life right now is proof of which path you've been choosing. The truth is simple. You're not unlucky. You're not a victim. You don't lack opportunity. You're not oppressed. The system isn't against you. You lack discipline. You lack dedication. You lack the willingness to do what it takes. You lack the courage to try. Everything you need is available to you right now. The question is, will you use it? Or will you keep making excuses? Will you keep blaming others? Will you keep blaming the economy? Will you keep blaming your parents? Will you keep blaming society? Or will you take responsibility and change your life? Every day you waste is a day you'll never get back. Every day you make excuses is a day your family suffers. Every day you don't try is a day you fall further behind. Time doesn't stop. Time doesn't wait. Time doesn't care about your excuses. The world keeps moving. Other people keep working. Other people keep building. Other people keep getting rich. And you're sitting there scrolling, wasting time, making excuses. How many more days are you going to waste? How many more weeks? How many more years? When are you going to start? Tomorrow. Next week. Next year, you're lying to yourself. You're never going to start unless you start right now. Stop thinking about yourself. This isn't about you. Think about your mother. She raised you. She sacrificed for you. Can you take care of her now? Think about your father. He worked his whole life. Can you give him a comfortable retirement? Think about your future wife. Can you protect her? Can you provide for her? Can you keep her safe? Think about your future children. Can you give them opportunities? Can you send them to good schools? Can you keep them safe? Be strong. They need you to be strong. They need you to be capable. They need you to be rich. Not so you can buy toys. Not so you can show off. But so you can protect them. So you can provide for them. So you can give them the life they deserve. That's your job. Stop failing at it. You want to know what the standard is? The standard is excellence. The standard is never missing. The standard is doing whatever it takes. The standard is no excuses. You don't get to be tired. You don't get to be unmotivated. You don't get to have a bad day. You don't get to make excuses. You have a job to do. So do it. No matter how you feel, no matter what's happening, no matter what problems you have, do it. Your family is watching you. Your friends are watching you. Your future children are watching you. The world is watching you. What do they see? Do they see a man who works hard? Do they see a man who never quits? Do they see a man who does whatever it takes? Do they see a man who provides and protects? Do they see a man who leads? Or do they see a man who makes excuses? A man who wastes time? A man who doesn't try? A man who quits when things get hard? A man who is weak? What do you want them to see? Because they're watching and they're judging. And one day, they'll remember. They'll remember what kind of man you were. What do you want them to remember? Today you make a decision. You decide who you're going to be. Are you going to be the weak man who makes excuses? Or are you going to be the strong man who does whatever it takes? The choice is yours just now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Because every day you delay is a day closer to becoming the person everyone was right to doubt. Every day you delay is a day your family suffers. Every day you delay is a day you fall further behind. Choose. I don't want to hear your excuses anymore. I don't want to hear about how hard it is. I don't want to hear about how you're tired. I don't want to hear about how you don't know where to start. I don't want to hear about how you're scared. I don't want to hear about how you might fail. Everyone has problems. Everyone faces obstacles. Everyone gets tired. Everyone gets pushed through. Winners find a way. Winners don't make excuses. You have two choices: make excuses or make money. Make excuses or make progress. Make excuses or make a life worth living. Which one are you going to choose? You need fire inside your heart. Fire to wake up early. Fire to work late. Fire to keep going when you want to quit. Fire to push through pain. Fire to overcome obstacles. Where does that fire come from? It comes from love. Love for your family. Love for your future wife. Love for your future children. Love for your parents. When you truly love someone, you'll do anything for them. You'll work until your hands bleed. You'll sacrifice everything. You'll become the man they need you to be. If you lack motivation, you lack love. If you lack dedication, you lack love. If you can't find the fire, you don't love deeply enough. Your little brother is watching you. Your nephew is watching you. Your cousin is watching you. They're learning from you. What are you teaching them? Are you teaching them to work hard? Are you teaching them to never quit? Are you teaching them to be strong? Or are you teaching them to make excuses? Are you teaching them to be lazy? Are you teaching them to be weak? You're setting the example. What example do you want to set? Money is simple. If you want it, you'll get it. But you're not going to get anything in this life you don't want. You have to want it more than anything. The drug addict gets money for drugs because he wants it. You can get money for your family. If you want it, the question is, do you want it? Really want it? Or do you just like the idea of wanting it? You don't need to figure everything out. The path to wealth is already laid out before you. People have done it before. They've shared how they did it. The information is free. The roadmap exists. All you have to do is walk it, but you won't because it's hard, because it's uncomfortable, because it requires sacrifice. So you stay where you are and you complain about not having a map when the map is right in front of you. Get up. Stop making excuses. Stop being weak. Stop wasting time. Stop scrolling. Stop watching. Stop consuming. Start doing. Work. Learn. Grow. Sacrifice. Push. Fight. Become the man you're supposed to be, not for yourself. For everyone who needs you, that's your job. Now go do it. You have everything you need. The only question is, will you use it? Stop watching. Stop consuming. Start